Breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Today is the 4th of May 2022. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group, which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Today is the 4th of May 2022. So guys, we keep on following transport and needs up at the moment. Zimbabweans have to social media to vent their anger over the perennial public transport challenges, which they blame on the Zupco monopoly. State-owned transport company Zupco has enjoyed a public transport monopoly since the outbreak of COVID-19 in March 2020, after the government banned privately owned minibuses, Makombi. And in 2020, the government directed owners of minibuses, Kombis, to join the Zupco pool, but many refused. Some of those who had joined later withdrew from the Zupco franchise due to delays in payments, which are made in discredited Zimbabwe dollars. Here's what the citizens have been saying on Twitter about the ongoing public transport challenges, and the commuters are saying Zupco has failed them. They've since resorted to using private transport, which are charging a fare of $1, despite commuters from the western suburbs are forced to drop off at the Makokoba bus stop and continue on foot to reach their destination in the CBD. And not just in Blair only, but all over. Maybe 2 or 3 kilometers away from the CBD. Sakanozongopedza dzimwe 2 kilometers 3 kilometers netsoka dzingongwa kwanongoshenda kwatotora cross the CBD. Saka utone kutoti anenge atori mahwanja icha. And so someone has said that this decision by the government to have only Zupco operating the transportation sector is very counterproductive. One shouldn't struggle this much to go to work. You should not stress towards the end of the day as to what time you reach home. And someone here said that I've been waiting for almost 2 hours for Zupco. Nix and nothing, dololo. Can't blame these chicks for wanting dudes with cars. This public transport shit is far up. And someone saying that it's not a back to school issue. We have public transport crisis. The crisis has been brought to the fore because of the heavy police deployment on urban roads to weed out illegal transporters not registered with Zupco. And about folks complaining about massive transport problems in Harare, it's clear that Zupco management can't cope. There's nothing wrong with revising a policy. If it has failed, the government shouldn't create inconvenience for citizens. Revising the policy should be urgent. And someone else said that it is one thing to fail to govern, to fail to deliver public service, schools, healthcare, water, etc. It is entirely another to stop citizens from finding solutions to your failures. To monopolize the problem and prevent of solutions to it takes a whole level of malevolence. And someone saying that issue as my customers should drive a choice kuti do enda kumshikashika or kuzupko depending on service yandiri kupiwa not kunzimirira Zupco chete yet service yawo yakadhakwa. And vanhu vakawanda havasi kufara with this whole situation here. Someone said that according to acting Zupco CEO, with about 1,000 Zupco buses in service, the government banned all private players. I would like to understand how a population of more than 15 million people can be serviced by 1,000 Zupco buses. And the open question there's a need to also remove all unroadworthy Zupco buses from our roads. A workable solution is needed, as it is 75% buses from private players contracted to Zupco are roadworthy. Most don't have brakes, lights, seats. When raining, they are all leaking. Something must be done soon. And the transport crisis in our teapot-shaped land is a self-inflicted crisis. They used an SI during the initial March 2020 lockdown to try and create the Zupco monopoly. Just like most, and if not all, their policies, Zupco failed dismally. Scores of commuting public are suffering. Zimbabwe is an ending disaster, and with great haste we are ticking all boxes of failed state. And where is the feasibility study that suggests a banning of private operators and the reintroducing of Zupco will work? No science and numbers supported the idea of Zupco. Reactionary policies are dangerous. They need a proper study to support this idea. As usual, ZANU-PF failed. And so other person actually tweeted to Nick Mangwana. He said, Permanent Secretary Nick Mangwana, he once boarded an NRZ train to get the user experience. As you said that time, I challenge you to get another user experience by going to the charge office at 5 p.m. and getting a Zupco bus to Unit N in Chitungwiza. And the Zupco CEO believes this problem is solved by increasing the fleet size, yet he forgets he has been getting free buses and diesel for the past 10 plus years. Of the current fleet, what is percent is running? How many buses is he procured using his own cash flow? What's the average bus life? And he's asking some valid questions because Zupco irikumeta mari here. Yes, profit yesawarwana yese vambotengo mabhazi here. And so it seems like Zupco irungomhanya through government irungobudisa mari. Zupco ikuluza mari in this whole instance. I mean, Zupco should be independent. It should be able to procure its own buses, not kungoti uremende bamabhazi uremende tora mari kubva mu treasury vanotenga mabhazi. Aiwa, Zupco should be able to buy its own buses. Out of those 1,000 buses ari kufamba acho mangana ari roadworthy, because most of them achirona murodhuma anenge asitomboda namalights ana maseats kana mvura yakanaya mvura inotopinda nemubhazi munhu wontoburitsa umbrella uri mubhazi. Just imagine kuti ndo amwe mabhazi ari kufamba. And so this crisis is a crisis which needs urgent attention from the Ministry of Transport, the government itself, regarding to nyaya yemabhazi. I understand what they are trying to do by removing all mushikashikas neamwe makombi ari kufamba amwe, and they are saying that these guys needs to go. Of course they need to go, but mune solution here to the current problem iripo, problem near transport, because at the moment it takes someone else 2 to 3 hours kuti abve kumfakose aende ku CBD Harare, and ozodzokera kubva ku CBD Harare odzokera kumfakose achada dzimwe 2 hours or 3 hours. Saka munooneka kuti we are spending almost like 4 to 5 hours just from Mfakose to Harare to CBD. And saka munooneka kuti nguva yakawanda iri kupera uri mubhazi uri muZupco wakamirira Zupco, and because transport yacho yakunetsa zvisingaite because mishikashika iri kunzi haidiwe kufamba. And so this morning we talked about mota yemapurisa yakandira maspike ekombi which was traveling from Mutare. And saka mutomeka kutoti kukwira mushikashika wacho unongotozvipinza padanger because you never know what will happen next. And so this is a situation that the government needs to look into as soon as possible. They need to readdress the Zupco monopoly. Of course, they're trying to do something good, but we need more buses at the same time. Ngawambomira zvokumbogara maoffices vachinyora kuti this and that, no, vanhu ngavave vari paground vachinyatsoona kuti zvakamira sei, zviri kufamba sei, because this is affecting many urban areas. Nokumasabhabho they are covered because most of them vane motikari ka, but isiyo ghetto, aiwa ghetto gara kune vanhu vakawanda, it's overcrowded, overpopulation there. Saka mutonemeka kutoti 5 buses or 6 buses won't help at all kumfakose. Toda mabhazi kana kuma 100 just kumfakose chete, and even 50 yacho anenge kumfakose kuti arane each and every 30 minutes. And kode kutoti toati mabhazi 3 or 4 mufakose amana kunenge kutoti itira mama 1 because azhinji chete atomiriro Zupco iroro. Saka makaza 5 mabhazi hapana kwatinenge chitomboenda. And so they need to re-look into it. They need to revise and their strategy they announced. It's a good strategy on paper, but reality on the ground, it really needs a lot of work to be implemented. So we hope that the Ministry of Transport and the government itself will revise their Zupco monopoly, because Saka, they need to come up with another plan. And so we're gonna keep you guys in the loop here on a daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Yes, nguva yakawanda yese iri kuspenda nguva yakawanda tiri pamabhazi, takamirira mabhazi apa, and kubva kumba nokudzokera kumba. Saka pakalipa. This is a daily news, breaking news, everyday news. Bless up.